Hi my dear friends around the world, Devy man again during Cannes Film Festival. I just met Chang, which is a huge reference in America, and Ellen
Photobomb by Ellen.
and making an interview of Jean because we were talking about movies that make sense into life, the way that movies are made nowadays, and this kind of fascination for French directors. I let him talk about it right now.
Okay, I've been a fan of cinema since I studied film at UCLA, you know, as a kid, and I like the art of film. You know, when I was at UCLA, we studied Splendor in the Grass and how the balance of families are really important. It was like a symphony. Strong mother, weak father, strong mother, stock market crash, and the fortunes changing. But always a balance and like an orchestra of a film. And a lot of films use that as a model, you know, to the point where we studied Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And back in the 70s, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was not a horror film, it was a film. They studied the relationship between strong father, weak mother, and the balance. And if you see it that way, there's art to it. You know, the horror is just a plot. So then I've been going to French cinema events, you know. Cocoa is a big one in Los Angeles. Cocoa, City of Light, City of Angels, Paris and LA. And I saw a film by Stéphane Brice. It was the name of the title in English was something like The Summer of Happiness or something. Something about summer, and it had to do with the mother's euthanasia decision to do euthanasia. It's a son that unfortunately in his later life made a mistake and went to prison, came back, and his mother at that point is dying, and she needs to decide on euthanasia because she doesn't want to live a life of cancer. And the rest of the film is filled with regret, the son relationship, and it had a lot to do with French culture. In the movie they were saying the French culture, they don't show a lot of emotion. You know, they're proud, emotionless. But at the end of the movie, 2 hours of character development, where at the end of the movie you get to learn all the nuances of each of those characters, that at the end of the movie, the filmmaking techniques with hidden faces, you're actually ending up watching a movie about yourself, about your relationship with your own mother. So at the end of the movie, when there's death involved or mother and son connections, I'm having very powerful, emotional, artistic feedback from the director, very purposefully, that I didn't see in American blockbusters.
Your meaning exactly, Jean, is that in fact you're looking at a movie where you, in kind of way, you're becoming the main character of the movie when you are the audience yourself.
You are,
and this is quite interesting.
Absolutely.
This is where there is magic or something.
It's magic, yeah. The magic of film. Stéphane Brice at the question and answer said that he had about 13 shots in the movie, that he trusted his director of photography so much that he would say, you shoot and you pan this way and you come back and you use your artistic ability and I trust you. There were no cuts and pastes. There were scenes where they did one take, no rehearsal. He wanted an instant, natural reaction from the actors, and there was no rehearsal. Unheard of. So you're watching a film of first events between human beings.
And it also happens when you're working with very legendary actors and very professional people who are really used to the lens. I mean, you really need the conditions, and then it's almost done because they know where they're going. What they're going to give, what they're going to do, and it's like something already easier, I would say,
right.
When you want to make an intense movie. I mean.
And Stéphane Brice said that there is an actor that he uses in many of his films, the same actor, because he considers himself his alter ego. And this actor that he chose was part of the Parisian theater movement, which I found out that the theater actors are a different class than the lower movie actors. You know, they're very trained. He has a theater actress that he saw himself in. So he always pulls him in his movies. So in effect, he says, that's me on film. He's filming himself as a director because he identifies. So, and I'm watching as a theater goer, and at some point down the movie, there are scenes where you don't see the face of the protagonist. And where the point where when there's very deep scenes between the mother and the son, I'm not looking at the face of the actor. I'm put outside that film into thinking about me and my mother. So at the end of the movie, it's not about Stefan Brise's film or the actor's film. I'm living a reenactment of his plot of my life. It was very personal. At the end of the movie, it was a huge emotional impact. And that's when I realized this man has a gift, you know, Stefan Brise. And I see him this year with a film that celebrated at the Cannes Film Festival in 2015. And I said, of course, because 2 years ago when I saw his film at the DGA, we took a little photograph with the DGA podium saying, one day you're going to get an Oscar. And his stake was, of course he is, you know. I mean, he wasn't a climber. He had a goal in mind. He had an art, and all he did was he needed to show it to the rest of the world that could see.
I do perfectly understand.
Yeah. And that's why
Thanks a lot, Gino. I'm gonna cut because there's no more battery and no more memory in the phone.
But you
I'm
caught
already
everything.
full.
But you caught it. You caught everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, and we see each other maybe for another project of a fashion movie.
Yes.
We're not talking about it right now, but
we are also sitting next to Ellen von Unworth, the famous
Ellen.
Right. Oddly enough.
Ellen,
Right?
do you want to say some words for the French people?
Voilà, on est à Cannes. On dirait que c'est Noël avec toutes les lumières derrière. C'est magnifique.
And a model/actress right there.
Emma here. How are you, Emma?